Hello everyone. In the previous video of inheritance, we saw how to implement cards object and deck object for playing cards. Now we will see how to add, remove, shuffle them and make use of inheritance for implementing the complete game. Then we have, from previous video we saw how to implement class deck. Now we'll see how to make use of those classes and use add, remove and shuffle methods. So inside class deck, add cards, self cards will be appended to the cards. For the remove, we make use of pop card method, which will return self card which is popped. Pop is a method which is used for removing something from the list. So shuffle is a method which is used to shuffle the cards, and here we make use of, in the shuffle we import random method and we make use of random.shuffle method for shuffling the cards. So now we will see what inheritance is. Inheritance is an ability to define a new class that is a modified version of existing. So to define a new class that inherits from existing class, you have to write the class like this. So class name, class with class name, and inside the function or inside the braces we have to write which class you are inheriting or which properties you want to add in your new class what you have defined. So in the class hand we are inheriting the properties of deck, and the existing one is called, means the deck is called parent class, or the existing class, previously existing class is called parent class, and newly created class, here it is hand, is called as child class. So for every class what we inherit, we can write class diagram, and inheritance can be of two types: has a method or is a type. So as a means deck has a card, is a means a hand is in a deck. So in the previous example we saw the class deck was created with an object inside the class deck, or inside the method of class deck, object for the class cards was created. So this is called as a relationship. If you consider the method or the class hand, it was inheriting the properties directly at the time of creating the class. So hands is a child for the class deck, so it is a relationship. One class might depend on another class in the sense that object in one class takes an object in the second class as a parameter, or use objects in the second class as a part of computation. This kind of relationship is called as dependency. So here we have, if the relationship is a relationship, then the class diagram is represented with a closed arrow mark. If it is as a relationship, then it is represented with a open arrow mark like this, and star is written inside the head, which shows the multiplicity, means it indicates how many cards a deck has. Next one is data encapsulation. It describes the idea of wrapping data and method that works on data within one unit. So we can encapsulate the data or wrap the data, means wrapping up of data is called data encapsulation. It is less obvious what object you need and how they should be interacted. In that case you need a different development plans. So in the same way that we discover functions interface by encapsulating and generalization. So this is called data encapsulation. So once data is encapsulated, we can wrap, data encapsulation means you can wrap the data so that only the specific values, means specific type of content can access those data which is encapsulated, or it can discover by the classes which interface the data encapsulation, and other classes which got inheritance will not have the properties to fetch the data which is wrapped or which is encapsulated previously. So now I'll show you the project of cards. So we can execute the object, and this is the project class, project cards, where we have imported random for shuffling class card which has suit and rank names. Next we have init method for initializing suit and rank, str method for returning rank and suits, then eq method for returning suit value and rank values. Next it method for comparing the cards with other, first by suit and then by rank. Next we have a deck class which has inherited, means which has a property of cards which has a card object inside the deck class. So init method will have card object, and str method will return the cards which is appended with string of cards. Next add card will add the append the values, remove card will remove the card from the deck, pop card will pop the card from the deck, and shuffle method is used to shuffle the cards from the deck. Sorting is used, sort method is used for sorting. Move cards is used for moving the cards from one hand to another hand. Next we have class deck which has inherited the properties of, means we have class hand which has inherited the properties of deck. Here we have defined init method for deck, means hand class with as label for the class, means init method will label each and every card from deck class. Next one is define class or defining class. So this is the main method out of all the classes which will use a for loop for type object, method name tby, and returns none. So if I execute this program, so here we have 2 of clubs, means the program from the main deck, it has 2 clubs, 8 of clubs, 3 diamonds, 7 of diamonds, and 8 of spades, which is returned as a function. If I run this again, then the card's value shuffles based on the shuffle data. So I hope you understood the topics as well as the project for implementing inheritance in it using the example of cards.